Welcome, everyone. Welcome back to the Hourglass. Welcome if you are new. It's great to have you. How is everybody doing? It's day what in quarantine? Because your girl done lost track. All right, so today is Sunday Thoughts. It's Sunday, it's free game, it's a safe haven to voice any of your dreams, any synchronicities, any mind blowing anything you want to share with our community. This is your community too, as well. So let's talk about it. So last night we had a beautiful smiling moon, or as some people like to call it, a wet moon. It was very visible to me. It was yellow here in Houston, in Texas. I don't know if any of you saw it. One, big up yourself if you know what I'm talking about. And it has a lot to do with that cat, the Cheshire, oh my gosh, I totally butchered that. Anyway, it has a lot to do with that cat in Alice in Wonderland. Some people seems to refer it to the cat, the smiling cat that was always reappearing and disappearing. I like to think of it as Alice's guidance spirit, because it actually directs her to her final destination, which is a garden, or to the march, because we in March, the March hares home, and the Mad Tea Party. So little, I'm going ahead of myself here. I wanted to talk about what I saw yesterday when I logged into my Instagram. I saw a scarab beetle, and that's a dung beetle from, the Mediterranean area or Egypt area that's used a lot in funeral arts in Egypt. But it also talks about immortality, resurrection, transformation, protection, a cycle of rebirth. And that's very interesting because um, on my altar, I have a lot of cards as well as to help me with my affirmation for the week. It also is for my family as well. They could sit and meditate on it as well. So I'm going to read from the book, the passage from the book. I'm not going to share the card because it's a very intimate deck for me and my family. And I just prefer not to. I hope you guys do understand that, but it's an Egyptian deck as well. So the passage reads, resurrection of the soul is only possible through cosmic initiation. Human beings are dead and can only resurrect through initiation. So it says the angels, the cherubims, the seraphims fly with the sound of whirling wings. There is rejoicing in heaven, the earth, the sun, which surge from Adam awakening. This process belongs to the great initiations of major mysteries, where only the terror of law reigns. And another passage it has here is flower in the apple tree, fruit in the vineyard, sown with prudence. Sorry, totally butchered that word too. So it's very fascinating how those different images came to me. And like I said, I never saw a wet moon or a smiling moon before. And a backstory, a Hawaiian mythology. Some of you may came from Hawaii, or you have some type of Hawaiian connection there. Hi, how you doing? Go out and big up yourself if you know what I'm talking about. So in Hawaiian mythology, the moon appeared as a bowl, which would fill up with the rain. And it's really common in January and February. And it's called the dripping wet moon. And as the months go by, as the year passes through to the summer, the crescent shape shifts from to the pouring out of the water. So the crescent is on the opposite side, and it's signifying the pouring out of the water, causing the summer rains. And just when I read it, the song Summer Rain came in my mind, and I was like, what? And then that's Chris Brown's song talking about when you give me that thunder, you make my summer rain. So those songs or those lyrics popped in my mind when I read it. So it's just so beautiful that we have all of this mythology and different types of stories about the moons and the moon cycles. So I found that very interesting. And yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. I have been seeing a lot of white feathers. Some of you need to know that your angels are always with you. each of us are assigned two angels, and we often overlook it, or we often forget all about that. And you guys need to remember, we have dominion over our angels. They're constantly sending out signs, synchronicities, messages, and just because we miss it does not mean it doesn't exist. All right. So back for that white feather, a lot of you have loved ones that's watching over you, watching out for you, and everything is going to be okay. So the need to calm down and relax, is very much encouraged here. So I also got this phrase: worries does not take away Worries does not take away tomorrow's troubles. It take away today's peace. So some of you may know that as well. So let's jump in. We're still in the Aries season. Happy birthday to all the Aries out there. I also got this native tribal image that's flashing through my mind right now. And it looks like a Apache, a rebel Apache. Some of you may be from the Southwest deserts. Holler, Oklahoma. Anyway, let's bounce into it. So as a collective, what's popping? Let's see what's popping as a collective. Remember, this is Sunday Thoughts. Feel free. This is a safe haven. Silent followers, it's okay if you shoot me an email. I will try my best to answer the best I could. All right. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. The sun is setting here. It's about 7 o'clock. On the dot, I'm in my drop top, cruising the streets. That's some Usher. All right, so let's see what's going on as a collective, beloved. We are ready. Ooh, there we go. Pleasure. We have the pleasure card. Overall, energy is sound. Whoa. So right away, I got goosebumps. Right away, I just heard the earth is sending out a rhythm. Some of you are super empathic. You're picking up that the earth is healing. And this is giving you some type of pleasure or reassurance that everything is going to be okay, despite of the odd times, despite of things feel like it's not improving for a lot of us. But here it is. Let's see what's going on as emotions. So some of you may be enjoying this silence. Some of you that are light workers, you are now having some type of pleasure or some type of rebalance in your beauty. Ooh, some pleasure things going on here. What's going on? Some of you listen to a lot of music that's giving you some type of pleasure. I feel like as a family, as a collective, some of you are at home with your family. Those that are not able to be with their family, seek comfort in the silence at this time. Please get out your journals. Please write. It's a great time to write your emotions. It's a great time to log how you're feeling about this turning time of events. Record it for your future children, your family. So we have confused. Some of us are still confused here, puzzled, and we have guilt. What's going on? What's going on, family? What's going on? At the bottom of the deck, we have no. All right. What's that about? We're about to hop into the deck and see what that's about. This is all freestyling work, you guys. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you feel triggered at this time, feel free to click off and find another reader. Remember, triggers are to help you remember who the fuck you are. It's part of your spiritual growth, your spiritual healing as well, to strengthen that spiritual muscle. All right, so we're about to find out what's going on. Somebody may be very guilty about or feel very confused about some type of pleasure that they find enjoyment in. They're not understanding what's that about. Some of you, you may have, or this may be the person that you're concerned about, may have been overindulging and they feel very guilty, or they feel like they're to blame for whatever happened between the both of you. I feel like for some of you, you have not heard from this person. This person has not heard from you. I heard no sound. There's no sound. No sound. What is that about? We're about to jump in the cards and see. The Ten of Swords wanted to flip out. We have the Justice card going on here. So somebody got what was coming to them. Somebody got their karma. Somebody got their karma. And they feel very disappointed in themselves. They may be feeling very disoriented, not knowing how to move on from that. That's a huge possibility there. You guys, my AC is on, so if you hear papers flipping around, flapping around, shifting around, the air is just blowing stuff everywhere. Somebody may have given a false identity because of bad history, toxic, and grudges for their own pleasure. So, you know, they could have been a con artist here, presenting themselves as something that they wasn't, and they butt into you, and you somehow was their karma, or they're getting their karma from elsewhere. Let's bust down the tarot deck and see what's popping here, you guys. So I'm going to be speaking kind of low, and that's because my family, well, you know what it is. Everybody's home because of quarantine, all right? Excuse any interruptions. All right, we have the Hierophant. So that smiling moon was actually in the Taurus energy. Taurus is Hierophant. You may be a Taurus. You may be dealing with a Taurus. I feel like somebody has been living by some type of belief system that caused a lot of confusion, and it caused a lot of fault, and this person is to blame, or they're feeling very responsible here. Okay, so somebody contradicted themselves, or somebody was what you call that word again? What you call? I heard a parasite. It was a parasitic situation where someone was being very dogmatic, being very stubborn as well. So bouncing back to the dung beetle or the scarab, it's all about rebirth. It's all about resurrection, Adam's awakening. So somebody may be having an awakening to their faults right now, and they're very confused on how to move on from that. I feel like it's a lot of hypocrisy. It was a lot of egotism. Could have possibly been corruption in somebody's marriage, in a church, in a very spiritual order. So there have been corruption in a spiritual order. Interesting. All right, so we have some more dark energy, 8 of Swords. All right, so definitely feel like somebody's very confused on how to move forward. It could also be that external circumstances has somebody trapped in their head, telling themselves a lot of false ego stories. Could even be trying to rationalize the things that they did out of pleasure, you know. We have 1033. That may be a time, a very significant time. That could be an address. That could be the last 4 digits of a phone number. Tell me more, please. Tell me more. Thank you. We have the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups energy has been coming up a lot, and I'm not surprised. The Queen of Cups for me, and you know, it's going to always be for me. I miss you card. This could be a very emotional, mature person, even though it's in the feminine energy. This could be a man as well. So somebody's getting grounded in their emotions here. They could be really examining their intuition or their feelings here. It's a lot of crystals. Somebody may be into crystals as well, or they live close to water. Trying to stay on top of their emotions is what I heard from the Queen of Cups. Somebody could be watching your pictures, your videos, if you send them very explicit sexiness videos. Okay, so what I'm feeling is, for some of you, you may need to lay off from watching too much of what's going on social media. It's causing you anxieties. It's causing your emotions to get really intense about what's going on. Some of you may be a nurse, or you watch a lot of videos concerning what the nurses has been saying. I heard something about something about a nurse here. Tell me more about the Hierophant. Somebody could have been a former nun. We have the Ace of Swords wanting to show up in reverse. All right, so there could have been a communication block with a Taurus, or there's some type of block when it comes to a spiritual order, some type of marriage, and it's leaving somebody definitely confused here. With the Ace of Swords showing up in reverse, I feel like the truth is getting harder to hide, or it's very heavy here, and it's gonna slip out, or I don't want to say it's gonna be like a confrontation, or somebody's going to be confronted. But it's almost like there was a wrong decision made, and somebody's coming to the awareness. There's a lack of ideas. It could be a mental block because of the confusion. So we have the confusion card clarifying the Ace of Swords energy, a creative block. Somebody feels like a failure. This could stem to hate. Beware of any accidents, you guys. Any painful accidents here with a Taurus, or Taurus may be in an accident. It's like somebody needs to really listen to themselves, really judge their own actions here, or their morals, you know. So it's like so with the Justice card showing up, somebody's getting what they deserve. It's like now you have to really, this could be you or your person, just take it how it resonates. It's time to really judge yourself on your morals, on your own actions, so you could reap better karma. Is that what it is? Somebody may have an intellectual problem here, or they're just not understanding how to do things in a different way. They're just not understanding how to say sorry. They don't have an idea. I don't know how to say sorry. I don't have an idea how to say sorry. What is that about? Somebody might send a song. All right, so somebody might send you a song, or there's a song, Two of Cups energy. This could be an ex-friend, a former friend, an ex-lover. This could be somebody that wants to work out a partnership with you. They had a lot of pleasure. It was an enjoyable moment. It was beautiful to them. But because of their selfish ways of being very dogmatic, some very corrupt, it's like, I could do this, but you can't type of energy. This could have been a player, somebody that was trapped in their mind mentally, not a very creative person as well, or they were too creative. You know, song could talk about communication as well, how you communicate, the tones that you're using here. Somebody has, I don't want to say stupid beliefs, but it's around some type of half truth, or some type of half-ass perception that they hold very strongly. Could have possibly to do with their emotions. Let's see what's going on. Tell me more about the Eight of Swords. Thank you. We have the Knight of Cups coming out. So this person is stuck in their mind on how to come forward with probably a new emotional beginning, or having to say sorry because they feel very responsible for something that happened between the both of you. This could have possibly been an accident with the Ace of Swords. They're trapped in their mind. They feel very guilty. They know they're to blame. They're out to fault here. And they're trying to examine their emotions. For some of you, this person in the beginning didn't give a shit. They didn't care. And this probably left you confused and trapped whether to go or to stay. Somebody could be in a very hostile marriage. You guys be safe. You know, it's a lot of people that's trapped in quarantine with a lot of abusers, a lot of manipulators, a lot of narcissistic energies. This could be a loved one. This could be a family member. This could be friends. This could be a Pisces. We have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. I feel like a strong Piscean energy. So beware of any accidents when it comes to the feet or the foot. Piscean energy, or Pisces rules the foot area, possibly the kneecap to the ankle. But there's a lot of emotions of guilt here, and I feel like somebody wants to offer forgiveness. You know, the Hierophant could talk about wanting to forgive or be forgiven. It could talk about somebody's being punished here for trying to do the right thing, or somebody wants to do the right thing, but they're still being punished. I keep getting this nun vibes, like a former nun, or you may be very innocent to the situation. Somebody wants to, this person may feel like they're your true love, being that they have hurt themselves or hurt you in some way. They may have a romantic proposal, or they're very sensitive to the situation with the Knight of Cups. Being that we have this creative block, they may be coming up with a creative way of being graceful or bringing some type of emotional control or balance to a situation, wanting to be generous. They feel really bad, eh? And that guilt is keeping them stuck wherever they at. It's like whatever they're telling themselves, oh, he or she wouldn't forgive me. We have the Knight of Pentacles. This is a transitional period for someone with the two knights appearing here. Somebody shifting out of being confused, of being guilty, of not understanding the situation because of corrupted ideals. Excuse me. It's almost like they have to unlock themselves, and only them could do that. They have the key to unlock themselves with the truth. Why did the cage bird sing? You guys, everybody's home is going to be a lot of interruptions. I do apologize, but that's what it is for right now. Please understand. So we have a lot of control here with the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is controlling or very cautious in moving forward. They could be coming forward with something that's very true or the truth as well. It could talk about the unwillingness to come forward as well, being that the horse is very standstill. It's like something was beginning to blossom, or there was potential here, and all of a sudden it's like stuck due to somebody's laziness, obsessed about their fault, what they did, or they're stuck, or they're feeling stuck because there's a creative block. There's no creative ideas on how to come forward with this generous offer. Possibly to this Queen of Cups, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy. Queen of Cups could also talk about Cancer with Gemini, or it's a very airy water sign, a very airy Cancer, very fickle. Doesn't really have a backbone. Okay, so somebody doesn't have a backbone here. And I don't know if the no, it stands for the offer this person is wanting to give you. It's almost like somebody continuously try to hurt you. They continuously created confusion. And now it's like somebody's saying no. Somebody's finally standing up because they have gained some type of maturity in the emotional scepter, is what I heard. Oh, okay. So somebody definitely was analyzing their emotions, their feelings. They're using their intuition to navigate them through this situation. There's a block in communication here with someone that tried to confuse the situation, but it's like now they're disoriented because of the silence. They feel left out in the cold. Somebody feels abandoned or forgotten about, and they're now wanting to come forward. Tell me more. The connecting card between the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles, please. We have the Ace of Pentacles has been coming up a lot recently. So there's a potential for new beginnings or to establish something new here. I feel like this person wants to extend some type of generous offer, hoping that this would be the token to unlock the door here with someone. This could be someone that's offering a new business opportunity, or they feel like giving gifts would bring things back to the norm. This could be somebody that feels like they're spiritually married to you. Someone that you cut off because of the confusion, because they made you feel like you were to blame. They had you stuck feeling very unworthy at times, second guessing your emotions as well. And then you may have feel like they were getting some type of pleasure out of that. Clarify the Ace. Oh yeah, they want to work with you. This could be somebody at your work, but they want you to have team effort here. They want you to work with them, whatever they have going on. They want you to work with them. I feel like you may have turned your back, or you're just preoccupied with something else, or you're blocking them. You decide to block them. Your answer was no. Or this could be you turning down a job in the near future when things improve. Turning down a job, talking about that's not my worth. Hey. So the Queen of Cups, whether it's male or female, someone is bringing balance to themselves, mind, body, and soul. And in return, this is giving them some type of new beginning. And this may bring in the blessings as well. They may have a third party situation, being that threes signify a third influence, a third outside or external interference. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Swords. So we have two different types, and what's underneath that? The Queen of Wands. So it may have had definitely a third party situation. We have the Three of Swords coming out here. A lot of heartbreak, a lot of disappointment, delays. I heard 3 strikes, you're out. So we have 1 masculine energy, the King of Swords, 2 feminine energies, Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups energy. One was very passionate. The other one was very intuitive, a connection. The King of Swords had a hard time deciding what to do here. Could have been married to a Queen of Swords energy, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, not knowing what to do about a fire sign, or the opposite way around. The King of Swords could have been married to the Queen of Wands and not knowing who to cut away. The Taurus energy, the Hierophant, talks about marriage. Still wanting to have their cake and eat it too. We have 3 people represented here. The King of Swords could have been calling the shots here. All right, so definitely somebody feels guilty. They were very confused on who to pick here. They may now have made up their mind after the fact that they have hurt some people here or caused an accident with the Ace of Swords in reverse. Now wanting to come out their comfort zone and be more generous, but they're stuck because of their negative stories or ego stories they're telling themselves. All right, so let's see what's the nature of this whole situation. For some of you, this is a third party situation that you decided to say no to, because we have that big NO. I just heard the phrase in silence and sound. I'm going to be with you in silence and sound, or the silence here is killing me. Somebody could be stuck at home with a narcissistic spouse, and they're now realizing like what the hell they got themselves into. The type of person they married could have been for a financial opportunity, for pleasure only, for their own pleasure, their own indulgence. I heard Whitney Houston, shoop, shoop, a doop, shoop, a doop. No, that's not how it is. That's Salt and Pepper. I'm hearing Whitney Houston, shoop, or waiting to exhale. Somebody's waiting to exhale. Okay. 1 card of the nature of this situation, please. We have flirt. Somebody's coming in to flirt. Be lighthearted with the situation. 1 more card, please. True love. Oh, wow. So somebody thinks, because the Knight of Cups talks about true love as well, and there is deception. Oh, no. Well, there you have it, people. Deception is the overall energy. No. 3 of Swords is the overall energy as well, with sound. So somebody was not being truthful, again, because of false identity. I did mention that in the beginning. There was bad history. There was toxic grudges here. And now somebody's realizing here, but it's like confused on how to move forward or out of this divorce or separation. There may have been a separation when the Queen of Wands and the King of Swords met up. But the King of Swords is having second thoughts about someone being their true love, or they're having the clarity that someone here is their true love, and they want to flirt. They want to be lighthearted here. They want to be generous with their emotions. Again, the choice is ultimately yours to make, but somebody has rejected this offer with the big NO on top here because of the deception, because somebody was not being truthful. Somebody may have been indirectly involved in a third party situation and had no freaking idea, and it caused a lot of doubts in somebody's self-esteem. This caused a lot of doubt in somebody's decision making process. Someone may have feel like somebody robbed them in the right to make their own decisions here. All right, so I'm going to leave it there. Now let's get one card from Angel Answers and see what's that. And then we're going to close it up. I do hope you guys are enjoying your beautiful Sunday and you're safe and well. Somebody's waiting for a phone call or waiting for a reply, but somebody's been blocked. Somebody's definitely blocked off here. This could be even in the same house under one roof. This could be a father to their daughters situation as well. They could be a father with 2 teen daughters. And an accident happened or a truth was revealed that broke somebody's heart. Could possibly be about business. One card, beloved. Closing card. What do we need to know about the conclusion of this spread? It says, ask for help from others. So somebody needs to reach out for help, or somebody's trying to contact you for help. Your help does not have to be on the physical plane. It could also be in the spiritual plane, emotional plane as well. So for a lot of us, we kind of like cancel out or we ignore help from different directions because it's not physical handout or physical donation. It's not materialistic. It's not tangible. So we overlook what could be given to us spiritually, mentally, and emotionally to improve some type of health or foundation in a situation. Now we have yes. So we have no, and then we have yes. All right, so somebody needs to seek help from someone else. All right, so I'm going to close it there. I do hope, again, that you guys are enjoying your Sunday and you're at peace, you're at safety in your home. So I'll see you guys in another video. I am sending out personal readings today, and I will be checking my emails as well. So I'll see you guys in another video. Chat to you guys later. Ciao.